Going off here. There we go. I wanted you to hear it. And so today is Sunday, and I'm not sure the date. We'll go get it here in a minute. But I can tell you that the first report of a burglary was November 9th, 2010. But really, I moved here in November 2008, and the previous young homeowner, Mike Lawlessness, died 2 weeks before I closed on this home. And I now believe that he was murdered. So I believe this is going on way before then. And just think how long that is. You know, that's 7 years ago, and I think it's even longer than that. And I had one neighbor that told me, he said, the last 4 people living in your home didn't live there long, ha ha ha. Well, the last one's dead, okay? And I crawled out on my hands and knees to save my life. And of course, that's the time when that gang of dirty cops got caught sneaking in and covering up the murder attempt. And nobody will identify them even though we got their pictures. But it looks like Mike Lawlessness, the last homeowner, was murdered, you know. And I had a lot of people, oh, you need to move, you know, like the house was trying to kill me. But the house ain't trying to kill me. The people that are behind these crimes are trying to kill me. That's who's trying to kill me, you know. And you know, so they can follow you anywhere you go. And that's not a good idea. Mike Lawlessness was 2 weeks away from moving, and he's dead. And his death certificate says he died in Fort Worth, but my neighbor that lived directly across the street told me 2 times that he died in this house. And one time she says, I should know, right? You know, and I mean, she was extremely serious. She convinced me. When I first looked at the home, I got a picture of the back door. It was fine. 28 days later, on October 28, 2008, I met Perkins Brazier here, and we found that a hole where the doorknob was. Somebody had brute force entered this house during the month of October 2008. Mike Lawlessness died on October 12th. Another interesting thing is October 14th, they put a death notice. Somebody called the Odessa American newspaper, and they put a death notice and said Mike Lawlessness died in Fort Worth. That's what his death certificate says, of a rare overdose. And so, but on the October 18th, this is online, I found it, they reposted it and said that he died at his residence here in Midland. So somebody called them and changed it somewhere between the 14th and 18th. He died on the 12th. They said, they posted on the 14th he died in Fort Worth, and then they changed it to say on the 18th that he died in Midland. Well, why would they do that, and why would somebody call up? And I believe the answer is because he did die here, and there was witnesses, like my neighbor and probably other ones, you know. So it looks like they murdered the last homeowner, and then I moved in, and I lived here 2 years, and then I figured out this racketeering deal, and I just had this week one more person confirm the underground facility by this house, which I think is the whole deal, and then so they set up my murder, tried to make it look like an accident, and then them dirty cops got caught on camera, and now that they don't want to go to prison for the rest of their life because they never planned on getting caught, and they've literally probably murdered 100 people, I mean, who knows, I mean, they disable the cameras and they lie on police reports, and it's a whole gang of them, and who knows how many people they murdered, because we don't even know who they are, but this time they got caught. And so I mean, we want to solve the whole thing. All we got to do is identify them, arrest them, and I got a feeling they're protecting other people, because I think they're just paid help. They're probably taking bribes, and then they probably get so much for murder or whatever, and that's my guess. And so I got their pictures on my Facebook. Y'all go check it out, and we get them identified and arrested, and we can all sleep better in our homes. This is Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. Let me get the timestamp. And there it is. It's June 4th, 2017. It's about 3:17. It's pretty warm outside, pretty warm in the attic, but of course my air conditioner's running, so and it's probably nice and comfortable up there. They're stilling while they're here. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.